show is now. Coming from the TireRack.com studios of Fox Sports Radio, here's Bernie Fratto. Well, that's right, you heard the man, the Bernie Fratto Show keeps rolling right along. My name is Bernie Fratto. We're coming to you live from the TireRack.com studios here in Las Vegas, Fox Sports Radio. TireRack.com will help you get there. And unmatched selection, fast free shipping. Free road engine protection and over 10,000 recommended installers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. The NBA playoffs are raging. We've got coaching changes. We've got proclamations. We've got teeth gnashing and complaining. And that is why when you get to midnight at the Bernie Fratto Show on Saturday nights, 3 words, it's that time. Welcome to our guy, Mark Medina. A little Medina magic every Saturday night, 52 weeks out of the year, because there's always news in the NBA. And Mark, I've got to start with this one. One of my listeners asked me specifically, given Austin Rivers' comments the other day about how you could just simply drop 30 NBA players into an NFL game, no problem. Has there been any kind of water cooler chatter about that in your circles?
Not really. I mean, it's a cool conversation to be had that comes up from time to time. But I think in fairness to both NFL and NBA players, completely different sport, completely different makeup. I think the only real players that could be instantly transferable would be players like LeBron James and Zion Williamson. I actually remember talking to some players last season for a poll about this idea of who would make a great all-NFL team. And really the only unanimous picks that people have were LeBron James and Zion Williamson because of their physical makeup. And everyone else, it was kind of a stretch and just a fun exercise and nothing more than that.
Well, 3 words, high-speed collisions. I mean, the NBA is a contact sport. The NFL is a high-speed collision sport. It's a game of attrition. I guess it's fun to talk about. I'm not sold LeBron can do it, but what does it matter? What does it matter? He's busy with other things. All right, we're going to get to the playoffs, but really kind of the big news of the week is Phoenix hiring Mike Budenholzer. You know, you let Frank Vogel go. I mean, the big 3 were only available 41 games this year. I feel like Budenholzer's walking into an incredibly high-pressure pack situation. What are your thoughts? They must have really wanted him badly because Vogel had 4 years left on his contract. Does this feel like a bit of a reach to you?
Well, I think it's a good hire because Mike Budenholzer, he's won championships. He's a respected head coach. I think compared to Frank Vogel, even though I think Frank Vogel's a good coach, his strengths are more on the defensive end. The Suns roster wasn't really defensively.
What am I doing?
And you look at Mike Budenholzer, he's more of an offensive guru. But that being said, I think that, Mike Budenholzer doesn't have any job security because we saw that the Suns are willing to fire a head coach after 1 season, and 2, the roster flaws with the roster flaws. I think the Suns' big 3, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker, their on-court chemistry was great, but the problem was
Hi, Whiteout.
play enough games together, and the roster deficiencies exposed themselves. So keep this in mind. They didn't have veteran minimum guys that were just scrubs.
Blanco was in chat.
Yusuf Nurkic, Garrett Allen, Royce O'Neal, those are all serviceable rotation players, but you also need defensive-oriented players. Because you don't have that at the top of your food chain.
Chat's way down there. Chat's on top of the sub counter. That's nice. It was getting stuck behind the sub counter.
Mike Budenholzer can help the offense, but it's roster driven as far as their issues go. The problem here is they can't really have any mechanism to improve from within. They can shuffle the deck before
Too much to call it to it.
dramatically. The only thing that would be a dramatic change is if they make a really tough decision in dealing Kevin Durant and or Devin Booker, but that doesn't seem to be Matt Ishbia's MO because he doesn't want to rebuild. He wants to win now.
I gotta tell you, you articulate that very well, Mark, but I'm trying to rack my brain. Budenholzer will be the franchise's 3rd head coach in 3 seasons. Remember, they fired Monty Williams and then Frank Vogel in successive years. I understand one of the driving factors, Budenholzer's from Arizona. His father was a well-regarded high school coach in Arizona, and yes, he won the 2021 NBA championship with the Bucks. This feels like a situation where they're just trying to sell a press conference. How, if you really have a gun to your head, I know we don't like that analogy, but bottom line is, you really expect Budenholzer to produce results?
Almost at 1.1K, yeah.
Back here, I think that his hometown connections are nice story-wise, but I think the bigger driving force is he's had head coaching experience. He's won a championship.
My candles are lit.
He's seen as a player, as a coach that can hold players more accountable and accountable. Frank Vogel can certainly do that, but he isn't seen as someone that has a real demonstrative personality. But I think to your larger point, I don't think that the head coach is going to solve or create the problems.
See my light?
The problems are the roster construction and the availability of that roster. And so I think it'll yield improvement, but I don't think the kind of improvement that is expected. That's not be a championship.
Talk with Mark Medina, Medina Magic, every Saturday night, midnight here.
Why is it so fucking dark in here?
Bernie Fratto show. Just wait, and the Lakers are going to be front and center here because the draft will be coming up. We'll have to see if they draft Bronny, which they very might well do. But I got to thinking, Mark, they have designs on winning a championship again. I know they do. I don't have faith they will. But if you look at their roster composition 4 years ago, when they had guys like KCP, Danny Green, and Kyle Kuzma, they had shooters. Is it possible the Lakers try to recreate that in some form or fashion to replicate what they had 4 years ago when they were able to win in the bubble?
That very well could be the case because I think that while there isn't necessarily a wrong
Smoke in my eye.
so long as the Lakers have a good roster, either being a third star or having continuity.
It's like Apocalypse Now.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis have shown that they're most effective together when they have roster.
Apocalypse Now up in here.
So I would expect
Just
that
bomb them all.
the continuity route necessarily because they tried that last year and they yielded a first-round exit to Denver. I think that had more to do with Denver than anything else, but I think it also showed the limitations of the role players they retained. So now it's about finding the right role
Thank
players,
you.
players. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. They do have more assets to work with 3 draft picks on NBA draft night. Maybe they could do a sign and trade with D'Angelo.
It's too dark. Dory can't. She's blue. She's camouflaged. She doesn't light well in the candle.
But let's be honest here. Given the Lakers, they're always going to be aggressive.
Okay, the Lakers need a new coach. Somebody needs to tell LA how to act. They need to get an agent from the NWO to go into Los Angeles and tell Laker fans how to act because they're destroying their school campus.
Would the all-knowing, all-powerful LeBron take a pay cut like Mahomes and Brady did?
There's no. We need Pete Carroll to go back to the Trojan campus and direct the kids. That's what a coach does. It's up to the coach. They're complaining about the coach. The kids are running around campus doing crazy shit. They're complaining about the coach. 6 coaches in 6 years. That's on the Trojan campus. All right, well, Laker campus. They're right next to each other. Curry and LeBron planned it out.
We want to do that, so why should we ask a star player to do that? But
that's fair. Hey, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the pilot, Kobe's Kobe's a dumbass.
A few $1 million off here or there because of salary cap space, that's one thing, but that's not the parameters.
Bro, you better pay extra and get a pilot that's younger than you. Because these old people who have no life, they'd love to take you out. We have this old saying, if I'm gonna go, well then somebody's gonna go with me. And that's what got Kobe, trusting some old geezer. Well, why couldn't Kobe fucking fly it? They got Harrison Ford flying his own plane, like Han Solo, without his Wookiee. He doesn't even need a Wookiee. Yeah. Kobe Bryant never learned how to fly. Was he so good? Who was he so busy sticking his dick in in an assholes because he's a fucking sodomite. And that's all he thinks about is getting up in that ass. He's raping women in Denver. Everybody knows. Yeah, Kobe the rapist. That's why they love him in Pittsburgh, right? Ben Roethlisberger fans, this is the conversation to get your woman to give up her ass. Because you say, well, Kobe, that girl, she should have given it to Kobe. Or like, man, I don't know why anybody would reject it. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger, she was probably playing games or something. Hard to get. Okay. Sodomite. Well, how many kids? Well, one did have to. The butt fucking videos are the hardest to find. Okay, so I don't know who everybody's butt fucking when nobody's looking. Sorry, so I cannot confirm or deny outside of the court case where he was found guilty of forcing himself onto a maid, the person who makes your bed. Like, oh, I'm gonna hit that. With a bunch of dudes watching. Okay? Oh, you hit that dab pen? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Space Cadet. I just watched a gameplay of Space Cadet pinball. Again, shit. I had virtual pinball on Virtual Boy. It's the best pinball game. Yeah, everybody's butt fucking when nobody's looking, okay? And if they get caught, they just switch to vaginal, right? Yeah, that's what. But it doesn't work because you found it too. They're finding men at Puffy's party, or Diddy's party. The men start touching each other, and oh, Diddy made him do it. Is it like... Is this a character that I'm playing? No. This is just sports talk. We're making fun. We try to talk about sports, and it always boils down to who's having intramarital sex. Because that's the lifestyle. You join sports to join the lifestyle. That's right. That's what makes it hard to be a successful Maven, as Maven was saying, Maven Huffman, he was too busy being a superstar to care about making it last forever. He was just partying and not doing. People came and showed up. I thought I was taking the weekend off. Ha ha ha. I was just trying to fool the trolls. You have to wait before I reveal that kind of information. Oh, hey, glad to see you. My silence to the question means you'll have to wait to find out who I fucked in the ass. Okay, that's all it means. If I fucked somebody in the ass, I'm not going to tell you who it was. I'm not gonna brag about that's the best way to spend your time or anything. I'd rather have vaginal. I'd rather stay. It's a lot of extra work. Who wants extra work? Not this guy. The last time I fucked somebody in the ass was Kayla. That's right. I fucked Kayla in the ass. There you go. I like Laura. You shouldn't say racist slurs or ask for permissions. No, you can't, Sam. You have no permission. You just have moxie. You have moxie. My hair is flat. Yeah, that's right. It's flat. My hair does whatever it wants. I didn't plan on this shit. It just ended up. It just ended up like this. The army has no skin color. Everybody's green. I'm a green person, okay? If you continue to even mention color, I'm just gonna say like you're not trained. You're substandard. You didn't read the message. We're all green people, okay? Okay. The army is all green people, and the little green man might bump into your tent at night. You're never gonna say, "Damn, but fucking black man bumped into my tent at night." No, you're gonna say like, "Man, green man jumped." So you understand? Nobody gives a shit. Okay, we're all green. Okay, I'm a 71 Lima administrational specialist, Fox 5 postal clerk, skill identifier. I told you, Val, my MOS, I told you. Okay, as seen, working my job, seen on duty, delivering at all cost. I don't know why I even tell you, because you can't listen. So how much does it cost me to tell you every day that I got the credits? I got the credits, okay? It's cred, okay? So now long enough. not 950 days, 995 days exactly. I got fucked. You can get fucked in the Army too. I don't complain about getting fucked in the Army. Other people can do that. I'm very happy I got fucked. It's long enough, man. It's long enough to go to Afghanistan and come back. So, how much do you need? Oh no! See, it consumes your life. It starts when you're born and it ends when you're dead. And we have 17,500 days of service to my Army. Okay, I claim every day of my life has been put forward. I love my service, man. I can't get enough of just. It's nice. Armchair, we're a, backseat driver, Monday morning quarterback, okay, whatever you want to call me, a chairborne ranger, okay, whatever you want to call me. And ideally, man, I could get another 10,000 days in. Could you imagine playing the same game for 10,000 days? Whoa. That's 30 years. It's been 30 years of the 49ers playing NFL football and they still can't win. It's been 10,000 days. Okay? I had my glory. All during that time, we had my glory. And their glory is not coming back. Because my glory is right here, okay? My reign of terror is going to last longer. The 49ers made the playoffs 15 years in a row. And my curse has defeated the 49ers 30 years in a row. My reign of terror is twice as powerful as the longest 49er playoff run of 15 years. I cussed out Steve Young 30 years ago, and I got 30 fucking years, bitch. Okay? That's why Larry Zabisco can smile. 30 years, man. You crusty dude, he says he's so old. Jerry and Joe Montana were still winning games together. I hate the 49ers, and I hate your local bishop, your local cardinal, and the Pope. But I still have love for them. I still love for them. We rattle their cage. Hey guys, your system is, you fucked up the world. You fucked up the world. Pope Francis and the 49ers. San Francisco, you fuck ups. You just fuck ups. Okay? So I had to curse you. Otherwise, I couldn't live with myself. Yeah. I got over on you. San Francisco, all the Francisco fans, all the Steve Young fans, all the Utah losers. Can't stand up for keeping 7 women in one home for one guy. You're just a bunch of fuck ups. We're not gonna notice. We're not gonna notice. Now they support gay men in 2023. They're still Hey, they're going to say the same shit again in 2 years. Hey, the Pope is going to declare he supports the union of the same sex. Oh, wow. He's not my fucking boss. I don't give a flying fuck about Rome. I just got this picture. This is what I care about. Where's my picture go? Whoa! Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is Austria. Boy, that's Austria. This is a map of a plane bombing Austria. Bro, a plane bombing. This is a bomber over Austria, bro. Okay? Why are they bombing Austria, man? Why are we bombing Austria? I'm just gonna ask you a question. Why are they bombing Austria? And they're always talking about Germany, because they're making airplanes in Austria, and the Germans are flying them. They're only killing Germans. They're never killing Austrians. You go blow up their factory, and then you go destroy it. Then you go blow up Berlin, and then you let Austria fucking wander around and do that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. These are the enablers. It was Austria creating the weapons, creating the tanks. The Germans didn't make their own shit. So the bombing is good. We're bombing the. More bombs to come, man. More bombs are coming. Well, we better be careful. We're going to have more bombs. You could blame Yugoslavia, but it's not. It was Austria. Why are they bombing Austria from England? They're flying all the way over Germany. They're like, oh no, we're not going to bomb anything in Germany today. We're just going to fly over Germany and go to Austria. Maybe they could have just gone to Austria in the first place, because they did. They had to. They did spend too much time down there. They lost 2 months. They still had to go down there, but they failed the objectives. I'm convinced there was an objective. They failed. That's right. We're still looking for it. The factories. It was something. It was the legendary lost camp of Geronimo or something. Like they were looking for Custer's last stand. He was like out there looking for the hidden Indian village where they all could rest where they're injured and shit. Let it go. So I got blue bricks on the show. I like that. You just remember, they couldn't just bomb. They weren't just bombing Germany. They're bombing Austria. And they're not even talking about the Hamburg bombing yet. Wait until YouTube gets a hold of Hamburg. Because when they bombed the city where my mom was from, worse than Hiroshima and worse than Nagasaki. You could look up and you would see about 3,000 planes over your head. Every single plane in the goddamn planet was over this city. The conspiracies are to prevent you from knowing what the real objectives were and how we actually did win the war. The war was already won in 1941. But then it restarted in Poland and then England got pissed off. My drill sergeant said I'd be the best serial killer they ever knew. My drill sergeant was like, whoa, watch out for that Belcher. Watch out for that Belcher. I take that as a compliment. That's right. Let me use you to compliment. I love war. I love history. I love studying and listening to snitches. I got my own shit to snitch about. I can't tell you everything I did in Afghanistan, man. I can't tell you everything I did. Okay? So, I can take my own secrets about going to war to the grave. Okay? I was not about to say I love anybody. I would scream if I love. Ah! Okay. Scream if you love. Okay. You don't say if you love, guys. How old are you? This guy says people are gonna say what they love. Dude, it's 2024. Scream what you love. Okay, you love watching my show. Dory's gonna come and see how many likes I got. Okay. Hey Dory, come on. Let's check. Let's check how many people liked this episode. Holy shit! Oh, Lori, don't look, Dory. It's still 0. I got 0 likes on the show, guys. Scream if you like nothing. Scream if you like not liking shit. Scream if. Come on, guys. You think I'm not gonna notice? Dude. Bro, I'm gonna notice, bro. Thanks. I get 1 like. Now I can continue reading. Continue on reading. Don't those blue bricks look nice? Wow. Let's look at that. I love those blue bricks. Radio check.
I'll get to that in a minute, but this is interesting because you would assume you want to prioritize experience in the Lakers head coaching search because they truly believe they're a championship caliber team. They truly believe that, people in hell want ice water. Good luck to both of you. I would say this, but even if you hire a coach with experience, does that guarantee success? Well, you know the answer to that question. And one only needs to look at Steve Kerr. Before he became the 4-time NBA champion head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr had not only never served as a head coach, he never even been an assistant at any level. So, all of a sudden now you're seeing the name J.J. Redick being bandied about. Now, there have been opportunities in the past for J.J. Redick to become an assistant coach. Teams have previously reached out to Redick, but he kind of likes his gig. He's an NBA analyst. He can come and go as he wants. He works his own schedule. There's no pressure to win. And I think Redick's not the type of guy that's a plus one, if you get my drift, the way he carries himself. But there is one thing about Redick that should, I would think, create a lot of curiosity. He's a very high basketball IQ. He's going to be very savvy with the media, and I'm
just being mean.
Other players, and one appealing fact, we are told that Redick has a very good relationship with LeBron James. Those two are, I don't know, they're besties, but they hang out, and they've even done a podcast together. But I would say that, from what I hear, LeBron James has a lot of respect on J.J. Redick and his general mind for the game and his brain for the game, and in terms of Redick's thoughts and how to prosecute an offense and offensive concepts and things like that. If you hire J.J. Redick, you're going to have to get coaches with experience around him.
Yeah, Army mailman.
Rule it out. Now, a week and a half ago, Tyronn Lue was mentioned in that mix. I think that ship has pretty much just sailed. Like, not a doubt in my mind the Clippers are going to, wrap it up. Charles Lee,
Hey,
Boston
how's my night? As long as one battery keeps working, I'm fine. Levi. A lot of hanging around at headquarters. Levi's on the unbannable list. Yeah. Panther is unbannable. Okay. You want to know who are my unbannables? The Roman King, unbannable. Chairman Miao Tse-tong is unbannable. The Gould will be unbannable. Now, Orish Choosy, he's not cool. I don't like that guy. You don't have a profile picture, you're asking for it. No, you're bannable. Crusty Dude is bannable. He has no profile pic. Okay. If you have a profile pic, I won't ban you. It's that simple. If you're just like a letter, then I'm just gonna assume you created your account yesterday, and your name is Ohio Bum. You're just a bum in Ohio. You could be a bum in Ohio. More sugar water. More sugar water. See, man, see, Crusty Dude, Orish Chew you're probably the same person, bro. Why can't you keep all your chats on one account? Okay? You're on the coast, well, shit. I like to stay where the dry part is, Try not to get wet if you're on the coast. I do like Ohio, downtown Cincinnati, but not the rest of it. Total snob. You can't. Nothing except pure downtown Cincinnati. That's it. I ain't messing around with no other neighborhood. Okay, I'm there for the real thing. Okay, not like we live like you live close to Cincinnati. Ugh. In between those. If you're, bleh, I don't want to be there. Yeah, that's right. I have plenty of friends from the Cleveland area. I like to hey, the best thing about having friends is making fun of where they come from. So that's how I show love, because I make my house Pasadena, because my place is great, because I'm from the greatness. You have to know how to act like the greatness. I set the example. I'm setting an example. The greatness is it. Let me check the the Cincinnati Red score. Cincinnati Red score.
The Reds lost to the Giants yesterday. final score was 5-1.
It's like having her, every time I pull the hair out, it's like getting her pubes stuck in my teeth. I travel back in time. Yeah, baby, I love you. The Giants won today. They beat Cincinnati. What face is that? One glass. This guy got one spectacle. What? Every time I pull a hair out, it's like, it reminds me of eating a pussy. It's like you get a hair stuck in your teeth. Like, this is, animal well. This is vagina well. Yeah. The pinky bean well. Like that. Famous. It takes a licking and keeps on ticking. What? Why hook yourself up? The easy. There's a lot of hair right there. You just can't see it because it's gray. This is what I do. Smooth. Stay on top of it. You guys keep me on top. You keep every day. You're my inspiration. You're the one. I shave it for you. I shave it for you. Burning stuff is here for the ride. Burn them if you got them. Thank you, Blinky. Hell yeah. I wanted to get subscriber notifications, but I can't find out how to do it in this specific app. But very soon, there could be notifications for the show to watch. Typically, you might see user donos, and people turn off regular notifications in this year. Yeah. Lay off the Dexedrine. Call Big Lou.
Big Lou at 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting was crippling, but it had to be preserved.
In response to the Pulse nightclub shooting that affected the LGBTQ community, Robert Poma, owner of Pulse, founded the One Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
You and Ella and this community speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love. Those are lost.
For improvement for LGBTQ acceptance, we're now
Damn, my pupils are not even dilated, man. I'm not even dilated, bro. Dude, I'm not even faded, bro. Not even faded. Almost time for that sweet, sweet NFL schedule. I don't watch tarot card shows. I did have a stack of pictures I need to go through. I got this box. This box. What's in the box? We got a picture of my car. This is trash. Uncle. Roof shot. Patch. Really old. What else we got? Trash. Contact lens prescription. I should be in contacts. Picture of McFadden. The Jones in the garbage. Nail, old nail, go on the floor.
In about an hour and 11 minutes, of course, the
A birthday card.
What kind of brand and fool you followed by what my name and boy do I have it this year. The one I've got tonight of the brand and fool is by far the most unique one I've ever done. All right, Lakers are still obviously looking to replace their recently fired head coach, Darmingham. And it's leaking out now. I'm certainly not an insider on this, but it's been leaking out. There are 4 major candidates that the Lakers are targeting. Kenny Atkinson, J.J. Redick, David Edelman, and James Borrego. Those are the 4 that
I don't want J.J. Redick.
interview for the.
That's the most important thing I can say.
If you're scoring at home, I hope you are. This is LeBron's 4th coach now in his short Laker era, and it will end up being the 7th coach since the inimitable Phil Jackson retired. Now, Los Angeles, the Lakers are heading into this upcoming season with, I think, a hell of a lot of uncertainty, a lot of questions. Clearly, I mean, after the 21-22 season, they fired Frank Vogel, Then they hired Darmingham. He gets to the conference finals, and then all of a sudden there's allegedly all these disastrous situations. And LeBron James is laying in the wings. June 29th, he can opt out, which you know he's not going to do. What the hell this drama is so stupid. So rather than speculate on what LeBron's going to do, or if they're going to draft Bronny, or who's going to do what and where, or whether they're going to eat dinner at Clifton's cafeteria, let's focus on the here now.
Good toss. Good toss.
That toss the wagons on, at least to start to kick the tires now. But only 2 of them have previous head coaching experience. Kenny Atkinson and James Borrego. Right? I mentioned Atkinson, I thought did a very serviceable job in the Brooklyn Nets. Getting him from a 21 team to a 42 team, and then he signed Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and then let the service begin. He was 80 games under 500 in his 4 seasons with Brooklyn, but no one would have won with that team. Complete dumpster fire. And then Atkinson.
Here you go, you see this?
I think unfairly, he was named an assistant coach.
That's a Louisiana National Guard.
With James Borrego.
My friends in the Louisiana National Guard gave me the patch because everybody was trading patches in Afghanistan when we came home. So I got this from the Air Force. This is the military. I believe this is Air Force Police 18th MPs. Can't remember what I now cannot remember whose patches these are. Oh, crusty dude just subbed. Oh boy, oh boy. What I want to do is pump this, turn it on and off, make sure it's never right. I want to see that number go up. So it probably just disappeared. A 100 subs, that ain't nothing to me, man. You got some Union Pacific patches. The only patches I enjoy are my 82nd Airborne patches. Because this is my patch, I can put this on my shit. I can sit here like this, I'll get it. This is the most prestigious patch in the entire army, in the entire, maybe in history. It'll go down in history as 82nd Airborne. Shit, you can't get a better uniform accessory. I lost all my headgear, but here's me with some headgear. Okay. I lost all my headgear. I volunteered to go airborne, but I never went airborne, and I still earned the patch. So a lot of 82nd Airborne guys are gonna be like, what's up with this guy? Yeah, I never jumped out of a plane. But I got this. Well, that's just life, man. Because I delivered the mail for these people, and these people go to the shit. Okay, not a special military operation. They go to the shit, and when they're in the shit, all they want is their fucking mail. And you get to hang out with them every day. Because they always send people to come get their shit. So, low speeds. They send all the low speed soldiers. The average person that ends up in my MOS is like, has 12 years experience and is injured and can't perform their normal job. That's right. You're one of the last hobos, you jump trains and drink whiskey. Let's take a look at the statistics on this episode at 55 minutes and feels like 700 people came through. I'm just guessing. Yeah. I went to Fort Benning. I never even saw the fucking towers, all right? Bro, how was that possible? To be, but hey, that's life. Yeah. I wanted to join the 82nd Airborne guys. I ended up in Afghanistan with them. I still went with them. I didn't even join them. I still went with them. They tried to send me to Okinawa. I had orders for Okinawa, but I lost them and they sent me to Fort Hood, as noted in my unit thingamading. Fort Hood. Fort Hood. I love Fort Hood. I love that place. The Great Place. If you don't want to call it the Great Place, then you can't represent it. So I invite the Great Place to Pasadena every year to celebrate their glory and our glory and how we saved the world, the people of the Army of Texas and the Treaty of San Francisco. Japan said they won't attack they might attack Hawaii, but they're not gonna attack San Francisco. There's a big ass treaty. They signed a treaty. So yeah, I almost went to Okinawa. They renamed it Fort Hood. I don't care. I call it Fort Hood. I don't care, bro. My daughter was born on Fort Hood. Whatever. They just don't want you to talk about. At the end of the Civil War, General Hood discovered how to make river water drinkable. So the South had no fresh water, but the water was made safe again in like Alabama. So there was technological breakthroughs in clean fresh water discovered by the Southern Army. Okay, so that is how to drink rivers. Okay, what have you fucking done for this world? You won't do diddly dick. You'll never amount to anything. Make it safe water for everybody around the world to drink. That's the legacy of Hood. Okay, not about the new name. Whoever the fuck they're naming it after now, who cares? We already know why it was named. And why it was in 1945, it was just empty farmland because the Army practically invaded Texas to hold it. They created Fort Hood so that it would remain, so all of Texas would remain safe. We weaponized our children, and they were very victorious in all their engagements. Okay, they'll whoop the shit out of you. Okay, for fun. That's why Space Marines are from Texas. You play Doom, you're fantasizing you're a Texas guy because they make that game in Texas. That's more credibility than any Japanese game ever made. I can't actually play as a Japanese guy and have cred because you're punching people. No, Doom guy is shotgunning people. Okay, Doom guy or Ryu. I don't know. Japan will be pushing sumo really soon, and eventually I would take E Honda over Ryu in a fight every day of the week, because at least sumos fight, but Japanese people don't. So a Shoto or some loser who wanders around by himself, he doesn't even have something. He doesn't get fed at night. He doesn't live in a stall like a horse. He's up against the beast. Okay. 100 hand slap would 100 hand slap was the definitive attack of the franchise. Besides Yoga. Nowadays, Akuma is just a Ryu that does 100 hand slap. That's, the touch of death is just a rip off of. So there's no reason that E Honda could be doing spinning kicks because everybody's stealing his moves. And E Honda had some good kicks in the original. Best kick in the fucking game. Nobody punches with E Honda. You punch? What the fuck's wrong? Kick. You low kick. I didn't check the stats. How many people came and watched my show tonight? 300. See, double check. The very first hour, 340 people. The second hour, 2 minutes and 45 seconds after 1 hour, we have 6 people. We have 3 viewers per minute. We're averaging 3 per minute. If I play original Street Fighter 2, I'd prefer using banned 2-in-1 combo, fierce punch, uppercut, fierce punch, uppercut. You know, like the techniques have been. I use all the techniques that have been removed. I don't do 360s, and I'm very beatable at the game. Unless we play Alpha 3, where I feel I can be really aggressive in Alpha 3. The speed of the game is much slower at hyper speed. Because hyper and turbo kind of went a little too fast. Most laggy is Chun-Li the best kicker, or I think Ken is the best kicker. Yeah. Over the history of the game, Ken is the kicker. Because Ken will break your guard quicker with his kick than it. Chun-Li has to duck to do all her kicks. Ken can do better standing kicks. Plus, when Ken gets his roll, his combat roll, it changes the game. So, Alpha 3, Ken, combat rolling, superior product. I wish I had a 3DO version. Good-looking women were hard to find back in when Chun-Li came out. So even her small pixelated panty flashing was like about the same as watching an MC Hammer video. So it should be low class for the era. Perry Saturn moonsault bullet. just watched Saturn Mrs. Moonshot. You got in a verbal argument with a cop, and in Tracy, when I was, it's a strange story. Lost Vikings 2 is a trash game, but Run Plays in HD is playing it today. It's funny to see all the Nintendo channels hit the end of their life cycle, like Nintendo Complete or TAS videos. All the channels that post videos without commentary, but only the complete game. They're running out of historical copy games to play, and the games you see on YouTube are scraping the bottom of the barrel to the games that I actually played. So there's still new games being played at the highest level that I used to play. So I still have to watch YouTube every day to see every version of fucking a 1992 game I haven't seen, because I want to, because there's always a little part of each game I haven't seen. I pretty much played everything. I had access to be able to play anything. So if there's anything I missed, I'm catching it. There's about 10 different channels that produce like Mortal Kombat, Fire and Ice style content. Let's look at MK Fire. Let's see what they just posted today. Today they're posting Infamous 2 gameplay walk. Infamous 2? Dude, they're playing Infamous 2 because they're running out of goddamn shit to play. What? 2011, bro. So you're talking about 09? Well, I'm talking about 011 right now. I watched my friend beat Infamous 2. I remember that. Easiest platinum. Mortal Kombat's video is 5 hours and 44 minutes, kind of long. And that was posted 13 hours ago. 3 days ago, Infamous 1 gameplay. 9 days ago, he's played Fallout 4. Well, all the gameplay channels are stuck playing old ass games. It's the new world order is dictated by the order that they're replayed. So this particular, where I lost it. Yeah. It's the new world order, and the Chiefs are number 1 right now. Don't you forget, the Rams are number 2. The second most recent team to win the Super Bowl is the Rams. They are number 2 in the New World Order. The 49ers haven't won it in 30 years. They're ranked 15th in the order of Super Bowl winners. 15 teams have won the Super Bowl since the 49ers, and only 5 teams that have Super Bowls have not won the Super Bowl since the 49ers. The new world order is that the 49ers are the 15th best team of the 20 top Super Bowl winning teams of all time, because 15 teams have won the Super Bowl more recently. They have snuffed out, they have continued my legacy and extended my curse. The 49ers hit the playoffs 15 years in a row, but the Cowboys had 20 winning seasons in a row, and they made the playoffs 18 times. It's really tough. It's really tough to decide which one of those is better. But the big number here is 20. 20 seasons in a row with a winning record. The 49ers have never done that. They had 15 in a row. They did make the playoffs, I think, every year in that streak, but they still couldn't win more Super Bowls than the Cowboys. The Chiefs are number 1. The number 3 team. Who is the number 3 team all time? Check out my source. The Buccaneers are actually 3rd place in the New World Order, which means Tampa Bay is a premium. The fourth place in the current New World Order is the Patriots with their 2018. They are the 4th most recent team. There's been 6 years, but only 4 teams have stepped up in action. So 5 years ago, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I'm going to say this so I remember. The Eagles are the 5th best team. It was 7 years ago. It's still, they're in 5th place, is the most likely to win because five times. And right before if the Eagles can win it, the Broncos can win it, because right before the Eagles beat the Patriots, Denver beat the Seahawks. And that was a miracle because the Seahawks had just won it the year before, and they are 7th place in the New World Order. Is the most likely to their kids are set 2015, we're talking, okay, Seahawks 2013, their kids are 11 years old. They're still in high school. When you get down to like the Saints in 2019, the kids are now 14, they're turning 15, they're in high school, they can remember, they're going to be the next graduating class that becomes the Saints children. Pray for the Saint children, because they do remember in their lifetime what it's like to see and feel their community win it. So they're coming into college. Those are the kids you want in your enrollment, not a foreign legion of foster children. So as the Saints come up, the 28 Steeler kids, if you're one of those 15-year-old kids in Pennsylvania, the Colts 18 years ago, Colts, those kids, 2012, man, that's 12 years ago. Man, but you see, the thing is, the 49ers championship in '94 was so long ago. The kids are 27. The kids are damn near 30. Okay? And when you hit 30, you're washed up in this league. The league won't have anything to do with you. So we're about to dump all the children from 1995. They're just getting dumped off. You have no soapbox. I'm still trying to figure out how to say this the best. I'm looking at these statistics for the first time. There's a big difference between 1995 and 2006. For 11 years, none of the Super Bowls were memorable. But those 2006 Colts, they're 21 now, 22 now. Well, they're 20. 18, they're 18. Them Colt fans, Indianapolis, that's why when you think about how old the Colts fans are, and now they're seeing the Pacers potentially win that championship, it's very exciting for the kids in the community of Indianapolis. They're smoking Zaza. I'm just hoping when I press the battery, it's not dead. Because keeping the battery reliability is harder to keep than dope. You might run out. You'll never run out of dope, but that battery is going to run out. Okay? Even maybe batteries just don't last forever. When you don't use them, they sleep. They go into sleep and shit. beer's okay. I drank a beer 3 days ago and I can still feel it. And it gave me an overwhelming satisfaction. Let's just say beer is a good calorie source. It's when you're not eating a lot, you have a reduced calorie lifestyle. One beer a day, it'll give you a buzz like a turkey. I can bear it. You drink 8 beers a night. I don't even drink 8 sodas. I drink 2 sodas a day, roughly. Beer in the morning is better than it's the best calorie. A single sip is worth more energy than a whole glass of something else, you know. Our society makes it hard to get the correct calorie intake, so by preventing people from drinking, you're essentially starving them of the best calories. And it's easy to find beer, but then you have increased bread consumption, like more people eating pizza. The line for pizza is longer. The line to buy beer is very short right now, okay? If I want a beer, there's almost nobody shopping for that shit. I go straight to the front of the line, I buy a beer. If you go that's the big difference. Okay. If you take calories at work, you're not supposed to work unless you're drunk. That's like the old English rule. Everybody drinks at fucking lunch. So our society has made this system where you're expected to work and pull calories out of your ass and feel good out of your ass. You just they're afraid of your neighbor having too much energy. Like, oh, that guy's always drunk. He can't sit still. He's going crazy. He's got all the energy. But there's nothing to do except sit on your ass and you know, pay your rent and do nothing. Imagine you're growing your own food or something. Like, in the Army, a couple times I drink beer for breakfast. There's no option. You got to go to fucking work. You're not going to just trade your beer in for a hoagie sandwich, because the Army doesn't make hoagie sandwiches. They make it very hard to get to the dining facility. Your job is not go to the dining facility 3 times a day. If you're lucky, you might get near the dining facility 3 times a day. And then when you bitch and moan because you never can get to the dining facility, they start paying you basic allowance for food. So you can pay ridiculous prices and go ridiculous distances in between duty. They say in the Army you get more done before 9 o'clock than the rest of the world does all day, but you do it without any calories, because the Army doesn't eat more before the rest of the world before 9 o'clock. They just expect you to magically have all your shit done. Like me, I like to shave at 7 in the morning after I go running in the Army. They always give me shit, but I'm not going to shave, or I can shave at midnight. But I'm not going to shave at 5:30 in the morning. I don't do it. That's not when I shave. I don't give a fuck about formation. I'll shave it. If there's formation the night, I'll shave at midnight. If it's a Monday morning, I'll shave at midnight. If it's Friday, it's how easily they can see your hair. Like, Moin Moin from Germany. People eating spaghetti. Want to see my feet? Does it match my curtains? Oh, Austria. Everybody type with their toes. Everybody type with. Oh, we can't see. Oh, technical difficulties. After these messages, we'll be right back. Is that better? Those blue bricks, man. Woo, that shit looks good, dude. I love those blue bricks. Woo, put them back where they go. Brick it up. Blue bricks. I want, let's look in the face and let's look at the face. sorry I dropped you. I'm about to send your ass flying. Hey, Minecraft. No. Okay, fine. Oh, cancel that. Media. Photo. This one right here was the statistics I was going. The New World Order. Back to the New World Order lessons, guys. Come on. There you go. You can see at the bottom. This is the list of the most recent teams to have ever win the Super Bowl. The 49ers, 30 years ago, there are 14 teams on the list that are stronger than them and more likely to come back and collect their ring. That's the bottom line. Like, their ancient history. I've never loaded into players unknown, so I'll just say Battleborn. At the time I first played Fortnite, and then I switched to Battleborn, and then I quit. But I could have gone from Fortnite to PUBG. I didn't want to play PUBG. Isn't that the game you put a frying pan on your ass so you don't get shot up the butt? That's all. I was like, man, that game. All it's about. You have to carry a frying pan in your inventory now. I was like, and you know what? I don't think it's still like that. More like having a frying pan on your head. Apex, but I've been to. I don't like Counter-Strike at all. Counter-Strike is just like shoot straight and click. Who cares? Like, all you're doing is looking straight. You're pressing one button. It doesn't excite me. Apex is a lot of more movement oriented. If you don't, Yeah. Although some Counter-Strike maps are a cool environment, you don't really play the game, you play the map. Click on heads, but you have to aim ahead of time. I've never actually seen a crosshair on a head before they pull the trigger. You always have to pull the trigger. And there's only one frame of animation the head will ever be in the. It's like you're trying to hit one frame out of 60, and you get credit for the hitbox is too big. It's not a real projectile. It's hit scan. It's a hit scan game. Like where Overwatch removes the hit scan and you're actually shooting a projectile. So a real shooting game, like Dr. Disrespect couldn't get a single kill with McCree, and it's got hit scan and auto aim. But you know, to shoot with other heroes, like you're throwing something at them, and you're hoping you're throwing a tangible object towards the enemy. Leroy Jenkins is a paladin, and that pull that pull was survivable. The Father Flame, they're pulling Father Flame, which is the optional boss for the priest shoulders. He only drops 3 pieces of loot. I can't remember. I think it's a piece for the rogue. Might be a chess piece. It's nothing anybody needs. Only tier 8 priest needs to do that joke. And you know, in the beginning of the Leroy Jenkins videos, they were talking like, do we have a priest that needs the shoulders? And they're like, nah. That's basically how that video. Yeah. I was still playing the game when that game came out. Yeah. I was just playing it. I got World of Warcraft for my wife. It was a gift for my wife. Por favor, habla inglés. Some. Minimum is 135. Everything's fucking closed. But I got. You want to know how much money I got? They say never tell anybody how much money you got. I got 738. How should I spend it? I didn't look at the eclipse or the northern lights, but we could pretend this is at Northern Lights on my show. Get your shine on. So as I was saying, I got $738. That's just that's fuck around money. Okay. What should I do? What should I do? Because after I fuck around, I'm just gonna get more money, and then I'll fuck around again. So what should I do with all this money? Because the show doesn't give me any money. Yeah. The best thing to do with your money is to do nothing and pretend you. I don't need to do nothing on my money. I'm gonna go to church, eat for free. I'm gonna go eat for free everywhere I go. Sit around, eat for free, and end up broke. I'll still be broke as a. Why am I still gonna be broke? I guarantee you, I'm gonna be broke 20 days from now. I'm always broke. I'm doing a $0 speed run. 24 times 20.
It's 480.
So doesn't seem like very much, but there's 480 hours. And I'm sitting on 738. Well, it's almost $2 an hour. I could spend $2 an hour. The threshold of pain is life under $1 an hour. That is the threshold of pain. $24 a day, bro. $24 a day. $24 a day. Why y'all stop speaking English when I'm talking money? Assalamu alaikum, Teddy. Allegedly, I could buy anything on a free market. I would, let's count my cigarettes. Two of them left. Sitting on this 16 would have had 9 in my pocket, and then I would have just gone an 8. Well, $9. You're not getting a plate for 9. That's right. I ain't cooking shit. I'm in San Francisco so somebody else can cook. I'm too low rank. My rank is too low for the kitchen. Hold on a minute. Let's check. I don't want to. We'll try to end the show in 20 minutes.
Teenager, learning the lingo.
Jelly adjective. Jelly is a
Games Hack. Just who watches the Games Hack? I get a Stephen Curry and Kevin Hart commercial for Freedom Unlimited on Visa. Now I get a Booking.com commercial. Book your perfect stay quick and easy in their app on the Google Play Store. 48 minutes and we'll cut straight to the end.
Fans of power.
I ate some cheese, some chicken. There was long lines everywhere. I ate some peanut butter pretzels, and there's long lines all over San Francisco today.
I have a very good idea for an end sketch.
That
Why am I peeing out of my bum?
chicken tetrazzini has me peeing out of my bum. I like chicken a la king, which is like not quite as exquisite as chicken tetrazzini. Specifically, Stouffer's chicken tetrazzini. You can't go wrong with the Stouffer's chicken tetrazzini. Why is he peeing out of his butt? You want to hear the rest of that?
And sketch. So instead, I decided to answer your questions that you posted on Twitter, or whatever they call it.
Your questions.
Okay, here we go. Favorite game on the PlayStation, starting with G.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. Have the feeds found Dave's body?
Where's Dave's body?
Oh yeah, the wild animals are definitely feeding on him. Fence. Oh. No. Why am I peeing out of my bum? It's called diarrhea.
It's called.
Why am I peeing out of my bum? That's called diarrhea. If GameSack is so good, why isn't there a GameSack 2?
Y'all watch GameSack?
What's your favorite game that Akira Toriyama was involved in? Would be a fitting tribute. I am.
He
I'm
posts
shooting this on the day after his death was announced, so that's why. And
Saturday night every day,
Has
every
not
week,
worked
yeah.
The art of jumping high. Yes, I have. In fact, twice in this very episode of PSG and FM. Do raisins belong on cookies? No, oatmeal cookies for sure. Was the green dog meme intentional, or did it just catch fire? Well, I don't know if it caught fire, but it was not intentional. You guys picked it up and made it a thing, so I just rolled with it. Will you use this question in an upcoming sketch? No, I'm using it in this one. I sleep to GameSack every night. What do you sleep to? Hey Google, play ocean sounds. That's what I sleep to. Hey Google, stop. Why are things sent by land called shipments while things sent by ships called cargo? If the Master System was the master, why it lost? It didn't. It's just that the NES won harder. When you shower, do you wash your feet and calves with soap and a washcloth, or do you let gravity do the work? What is the shower you speak of? Why is games? Because if not, no fun be had. How many games could a GameSack sack if a GameSack could sack games? Well, it's funny you should ask, because a GameSack would sack all the games it could sack if a GameSack could sack games. And that's it. If you guys like this, I'll definitely do it again because it's super easy and it's fun.
The shower is standing wet. What is a shower that's standing wet? Okay. What's a bath? What's a bath? It's a standing wet, yeah. There's a shower, standing wet. Bathe. Is a bathe and a bath the same? Oh yeah. It's like animal well. What is it? It's animals in wet places that are full of water. That's what it is. AI generated SpongeBob. The Bikini Bottom News, hosted by Peach Perkins.
Good evening, Bikini Bottom. This is Perch Perkins reporting live from the studio. We have some breaking news that will shock and surprise you all. Today, we have a special guest on the phone with us to share their story. Please welcome SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hi, Perch. Thanks for having me.
So, SpongeBob, can you tell us about your recent discovery?
Well, it's quite shocking, actually. I recently found out that my former boss and arch nemesis Plankton is actually my long-lost brother, Dr. Senior.
What? That's unbelievable. How did you find out?
It all started when I received a letter from Dr. Junior, who had been searching for his father for years. He told me that he had finally found him living under an alias as Sheldon J. Plankton and Bikini Bottom.
And how did you react to this news?
At first I was in disbelief, but then I went to confront Plankton, and he confirmed an insult.
This must be quite emotional for you.
It definitely is. All these years of fighting against each other, not knowing we were family, it's just mind-blowing.
And what about your mother? Did she know about this?
No, unfortunately she passed away before any of this came to light.
That must be tough for you both to deal with now that you've been reunited as a family.
It definitely is tough, but at least we have each other now.
And what does Plankton have to say about all of this?
Oh, please, like anyone cares about that little shrimp.
Squidward, please let SpongeBob speak.
Well, Plankton is still processing everything. He's been living a life for so long, and now he has to face the truth.
And how do you feel about it now?
I can't say I forgive him for all the trouble he's caused, but I do feel sorry for him. He's been living in misery all these years.
Thank you for sharing your story with us, SpongeBob. This is truly shocking news, and we hope your family can find some peace in this difficult situation.
Thank you, Perch. And remember, everyone, family is important no matter what. Good night, Bikini Bottom. So, how was your day? Regrets?
Oh, you know, just counting me money as usual.
I'm just counting me money as usual.
Same old, dealing with the customers and their ridiculous requests.
Well, at least we have
You
each
see,
other to talk
you see,
to.
the secret
Squidward.
to the invasion of Iraq is we always watched SpongeBob at the doctor's office. So every time you have to go, you get hurt, man, you always watching SpongeBob and shit, dude. So SpongeBob was there with me. He gets credit, bro. This guy went around the world, okay?
Loud. It's urgent.
What's that supposed to mean? You're not making any sense again? Ignore him. He's just being his usual loud self.
Hey guys, did you hear about the new exercise craze? It's called the sternocleidomastoideo.
Sternocleidomastoideo now. Onward, scribble out. Quite making script stroke and be a moving away. Can you please? What is your prize word? For Neptune's sake, can't you contribute anything useful to a conversation? Loud word, squid. Loud flight. Medium scripture. Shall I mull you away? And will please, what a surprise. Lord, all right.
North Carolina.
Oh my God. Can you please just shut up for once? Loud word, squid. Loud, quiet, medium script, from.
If you love Source Filmmaker,
Scram, if you love Source Filmmaker.
high radius model reset. Ooh. Is that last? That's what? Camera navigation. Hell yeah. Alfredo.
Oh, I found 5-star tacos. Open Yelp. Ooh, this one. 5-star tacos hit different.
LeBron James, scream if you want.
Shrimp Alfredo.
6-minute warning, guys. I want to have a 2-hour show and be like, that's enough. MLB rankings. We can look at the standings. MLB standings.
Here are the standings for the MLB from the current season.
Baltimore is up there. Philadelphia is up there. Dodgers. Baltimore, Philly, and Dodgers are the best teams. Not normal to call out Baltimore, Philadelphia. Dodgers should be on the list. The Brewers are slacking off. The NL Central, the whole division the Reds play in is just being shit. Or maybe slightly above average. No, they're just... The Padres are actually, they would be better than nobody. The second place Padres at 21-21 behind the Dodgers, 6 games. Dodgers have a nice lead. Philly has a 2-game lead on Atlanta. That's not very impressive because Atlanta's 24-12, but the Padres are 21-21. So how the hell did they play 40? Padres played 42 games already, and the Braves have only played 36. So the Braves have played 4 games less than the Phillies, and they have 4 wins less. So the Phillies aren't 41 games and 127. They are safe. They're fucking safely. Okay, they're safely. The NL West has been wrapped up already. The Dodgers are in. The NL East, the Phillies and Braves is just gonna. The Braves probably will take it. Then NL Central, the Brewers, Cubs, Pirates, Reds, the Cardinals. They're just shit. They're just shit. Nobody can pull away. It's kind of close. The Cubs have played 40 games. The Brewers have played 39 games. The Brewers. This could be the year the Brewers make me happy because I root for the Brewers every year, so they're always my go-to. American League, as I said, the Orioles are the best team. Yankees are good. They've played more games and lost 3. They have a nearly identical record, but the Yankees have already lost 3 games extra. Then Tampa Bay 20-20, 4th place. They're playing 500. Toronto's under 500. The Red Sox are 1 game over 500. They're not going to put pressure on the Orioles, who are fucking 14 games over 500. I don't know if these statistics look kind of whack. I don't know why. Then you get to the AL Central, the division that nobody fucking watches, with the Guardians, Twins, Kansas City Royals, Tigers, and White Sox. Nobody watches any of this shit. The Cleveland Guardians are 8 games over 500, and they've played 29 games. They have a half-game lead on the Minnesota Twins, who have played less games and they've played less games, 1 less game, and they have 1 less win. So it's a dead heat between Minnesota, Kansas City, and the Guardians to pull away. The AL Central race might be entertaining Okay? So, but who would I expect? I would expect, honestly, the Guardians to finally show up in the playoffs this year. So Cleveland, the Royals, the Twins, is baseball teams. The White Sox are the worst team in baseball, on pace to lose 140 games, right? With the Rockies, Merlins, Rockies. White Sox have played 40 games. Merlins have played 41. Florida Merlins are trash team. Toronto's trash. Astros are trash. Angels are trash. Mets are trash. San Francisco Giants are on the trash list behind Arizona. They've played more games than Arizona and they have two extra losses. So they should be fucking ahead of Arizona. Okay. The Padres, like I said, 21-21. The Dodgers, 13 games over 500. Famous. I'm from LA. I Dodger family. Okay. If you're not, you want stay out of Los Angeles if you don't like the Dodgers. Just go away, guys. Just go away. We're all Dodger fans. You don't understand that. Okay, yeah, you're welcome. You can come. You can have vacation, whatever. But Dodger fans, you don't hate each other. We respect each other. That's right. It's the biggest cult. It's the biggest cult in the state. There's more Dodger fans than 49er fans. Those 49er fans think they run the shit. They don't. Is the blue machine, big blue machine. Rams, Dodgers, Laker blue. There's no blue. There's nothing blue about San Francisco. It's the nastiest color orange you'd ever seen in your life. You ever seen what the people wear in this city? They look like trash. And I'm talking about the actual people walking into the stadium wearing official merchandise, like San Francisco jackets. It's the nastiest jacket in the known universe, and it's very distinctive, and only they like it, and makes me want to throw. Their favorite player is a Bumgardner because they love bums. Famous. Man who punches disabled man dies. Woo-hoo! You shoot those barrels. Envoy. The king's return. This gameplay commercial for Envoy is all the satisfaction I need. I can see the game running. I could imagine pressing the buttons left or right. Like, whoa, these kids play the hard games. You shoot those barrels. Now there's two dudes. And they get ran over by the gold power-up.
Download now.
Envoy.
In Chester County, you may remember this case. There was a man who punched a man that had disabilities, cerebral palsy, outside of a convenience store. So he died, is the update now. So the suspect in that case, Daybrook, right at Chestnut Tree Road and Horseshoe Pike, but he wouldn't stop. There was a chase. He crashed and he...
Kashawn, what happened? Kashawn Park said very little as he was moved from the NYPD Bronx Special Victims Office to Central Booking on Saturday afternoon. The 39-year-old was picked up by police at an apartment in the Bronx earlier in the day. He's now charged with rape, assault, strangulation, sex abuse, public lewdness, and harassment.
Thank God. I'm glad to hear that he was charged.
Saturday near East 152nd Street and 3rd Avenue in the Melrose section of the Bronx, where the attack took place on May 1st, women reacted to the arrest.
I stood in the belt and he dragged the woman and then it was horrible.
Chilling surveillance video of the attack shows the terrifying moments before the rape. Around 5 in the morning, a man can be seen approaching a 45-year-old woman from behind with a belt.
Oh, we got the
Is a
belt.
lawsuit. The man chokes the woman until she goes unconscious. She is then dragged between two parked cars and sexually assaulted.
It's just like, why would you do that to somebody?
Police say the woman was targeted in the sex crime and is familiar with the suspect through the neighborhood. When she regained consciousness, detectives say she made her way to Lincoln Hospital, a nearby trauma center.
New York hasn't been safe for a long time, and it's just so.
We got a lot of people on this assigned to this case, and they're not.
San Antonio news here.
Somebody in handcuffs, I can promise you that.
The Bexar County Sheriff devoting major resources tonight to track down the shooters who opened fire on a family's home, sadly killing a 4-year-old little girl. That little girl's 2 siblings and their mom and dad also shot but are expected to recover. It happened around 7 o'clock last night on the city's northeast side. News 4 San Antonio's Robert Price has a look at the new surveillance video that could help investigators to catch the suspects.
This was not a drive-by shooting where they shot from the street. They wanted to get out and get up close and personal.
Really loud gunshots, just in broad daylight.
It was surgical, and the sheriff says it was targeted.
And they wanted to empty enough lead
Well,
into that home.
let me tell you how I rate a shooter. I have to watch the shooting in slow to count every step the shooter takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he took about 12 steps before he got close enough to get his final shot, which is kind of herpy derpy, you know. They're gonna say he looked like he had training, but he's spamming his shots and he's not even in position yet. Yes, I see. He wasn't receiving any return fire. He's rushing up on someone's front door, behind the cover of a car, spamming his shots. I don't watch Chris Hansen. I don't meet up with people. Herp and derp. You like Boogie. I accidentally herped my derp. Remember when Francis was fat? This fat Francis? Herder! Herper my derp. So that was a long time. 13 years ago, Pookie posted his derp video. What's the date on this? Exact date. This November 22nd, 2010. This is a 14-year-old video. My eye, good hit. When you get smoke in your eye, you're about to put your cigarette out, and then you realize, oh, it's my last hit. It's my last. I don't want to put out my cigarette. This is the last cigarette I got. Hit it again. Ooh. Man murdered
A
in...
deadly shooting inside a movie theater Friday night. Police say one man was killed after another man opened fire and shot him. See, a New Yorker has the breaking details from Massillon.
Chaos at Regal Cinemas on Cherry Avenue in Massillon Friday evening. Michelle Searfoss was nearby and knew something was wrong.
The police were all pointed towards the door, and you knew it was something else. You felt something different. There was an ambulance, then an ambulance with its lights off coming around this corner. You saw people in the parking lot, and you knew that something was wrong.
The Northern Lights. Y'all wanted me to see Northern Lights appear across Southern California and the rest of the globe.
New York strawberry cheesecake. That stuff.
The lights are back this weekend. This dazzling video taken from Livingston in Scotland today. We've been on the lookout for more videos from our area tonight after last night. They were visible in many parts of California. This is part of a series of powerful solar storms.
The northern lights are actually expected to be visible tonight for millions
There's
of
a hole in
Americans.
the
Let's take a
ozone
closer
layer.
Look at some of the incredible images so far.
I'm looking at the incredible images.
Borealis, better known as the Northern Lights, visible across much of the country. Crowds gathering along Puget Sound outside Seattle. Wow. The lights typically visible in northern latitudes.
Wow.
South as the Florida
SpongeBob's there.
They're caused by unusually strong solar outbursts reaching the Earth.
When the sun sends out material aimed at the Earth,
Sun sends out material at the
Earth's magnetic field, and that is what results in a geomagnetic storm.
An extreme level storm, the highest category in the first since 2003, reaching the Earth Friday and again today.
Oh,
and that can pose a real threat.
Changing magnetic fields create electric currents, which can blow out our power lines.
Blow out my power.
Damage
Do
satellites.
that, don't do
First
that.
solar flares erupting
I
earlier
like that
this week,
sweet,
directed
sweet
towards the rim of the
juice.
sun's corona. The corona visible from the Earth with the naked eye only during a total solar eclipse, like the one that occurred across the U.S. last month.
So our area was not supposed to see any of the northern lights last night, but Mother Nature had other plans.
Let's go ahead and check these images out. This comes from Eyewitness.
Last night. Mother Nature had other plans.
Let's go ahead and check these images out. This comes from Eyewitness.
Last night. Mother Nature had other plans.
Let's go ahead and check these images out. This comes from Eyewitness.
So we went over 2 hours. Fine. Okay. Balkan news, guys. Let's do my little Kosovo search of the day. And then wrap up the show. Women are being killed in Kosovo is the call from Germany. Femicide. That's terrible. Serbia will ask for permission to intervene in Kosovo 17 years ago. Serbian president said he will ask NATO-led international peacekeeping forces to permit the deployment of Serbian military and police, and they're going, but what, telling you for weeks. Hey, it might be the correct path if Kosovo wants smoke. Whose smoke will come from whose chimney? So that was a shocking, that's hard to believe what I just read. Serbian president wants to invade. Hey, as long as he's saying to stop the killing of women. More to follow on that, huh? Let's just double check Serbia news. because President Xi Jinping was in Serbia. Serbia says you can build a road potentially. China has more airplane flights to Serbia coming for things are in the works, guys. As long as losses are at a minimum, police may be deployed. As long as they don't interrupt my NFL season, they can get their special special police operation done with. I'm not gonna cock block them, so we'll watch them. We still get to watch them, and watch me when I restart my stream. Hit the bell. Be here.